Hello, Robert here, Hopper House Recovery. Welcome, viewers. Tonight's topic is connection, the exact opposite of isolation. The holidays, especially, can bring feelings of loneliness, stress, or disconnection. That's why this season is a powerful time to remind ourselves that reaching out is not a weakness. It is how we stay sober, grounded, supported. Connection is the thing that keeps us from slipping back into old thinking and old behaviors. So sit back, relax, and let's hear some experience, strength, and hope.
All right, y'all. Welcome to the Hopper House Community AA meeting, and just want to let y'all know this meeting is going to be live. So if y'all want to share from where you're sitting, or if y'all can come up here and share just whatever you feel comfortable with. So let's start with a moment of silence, followed by the Serenity Prayer. All right. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference.
Slow down, brother.
Okay.
9 more minutes.
Are there any newcomers?
Yeah, you.
All right. Is there any announcements?
Sober.
Here. All right. Is anyone here opposed to vaping? Who you see here and what you hear here, let it stay here.
Here.
Please keep profanity to a minimum for our spiritual principles. And the donation basket is going to be passed around to keep up with our 7th tradition. Contributions will cover rent, utilities, and coffee.
You want to do that now?
Yeah, we can go ahead and pass it around.
Put your 4th card in there too if you need to, guys. Hey.
No, I changed. Brother Black ain't leave my money right now. I changed
All right. Drug Addicts Anonymous is a fellowship of men and women who have recovered from addiction and are committed to helping those who still suffer. We have recovered by using the 12 steps as outlined in the book of Alcoholics Anonymous. Drug Addicts Anonymous is not allied with any sect, denomination, politics, organization, or institution. It does not engage in any controversy, and neither endorses nor opposes any causes. Our primary purpose is to recover from our addiction and to help other addicts to achieve the same freedom. And I have asked someone to read how it works.
Hey Joseph. Ready have seen a person fail, the rest of me follow our path. Those who do not recover are people who cannot or will not compete. Freely give themselves to the simple soul. Usually men and women who are consistently capable of being honest with themselves. They are such unfortunate that they are not at fault. They seem to have been born that way. They are naturally incapable of grasping and developing a man of living which the man is rigorous, honest. the chances are less than average. There are those who there are those too who suffer from grave emotional and mental disorder, but many of them do recover if they have the capacity to be honest. Our stories disclose in a general way what we used to be like, what happened, and what we are like. If we decide, if you have decided you want you want what we have and are willing to go to anything to get it, then you are ready to take the first step. At some of these we thought we could find an easier stuff to live, but we could not. With all the earnestness at our command, we gave that we be fearless and thorough from the very start. Some of us tried to hold on to our old ideas, and the result was now until we let go absolutely. Remember that we deal with alcohol, cunning, babbling, power. Without help, it is too much for us. But there is one who has all power, that one is God. May you find him now. Half measures avail us nothing. We stood at the turning point, but we asked his protection and care with complete abandon. Here are the steps we took, which are suggested as a program. We admitted we are powerless over alcohol, that our lives have become unmanageable. Came to believe that a power greater than ourselves could restore us to sanity. Made a decision to turn our will and our lives over to the care of God as we understood. Made a searching and fearless more inventory of ourselves. Admitted to God, to ourselves, and to others, and to another human being the exact nature of our wrong. We're entirely ready to have God remove all these defects of character. Humbly ask Him to remove our shortcomings. Made a list of all persons we had wrong, and became willing to make amends to them all. 9. May direct amends to such people wherever possible, except to do so with indifferent for others. Continue to take personal inventory when we were wrong, promptly admit it. Sought through prayer and meditation to improve our conscious contact with God as we understood. Praying only the knowledge of His will or for us and the power to carry that out. Having had a spiritual awakening as a result of these steps, we try to carry these messages to alcoholics and to practice these principles in all our affairs. Many of us sustain one in order. I can't go through with it. Do not be discouraged. No one among us has been able to maintain anything like respect and adherence to these principles. We are not saints. The point is that we are willing to grow along spiritual lines. The principle we have set down are guides to progress. We claim spiritual progress within a spiritual perspective. Our description of alcoholics, the chapter 2, the agnostic, and our personal adventures before and after make clear we pretend that we were alcoholics and could not manage our own lives. That probably no human power could have relieved our alcoholism. That God could and would if we were so.
Appreciate it, bro. Ask someone to read the 12 traditions as well.
Step 1, our common welfare should come first. Personal recovery depends upon AA and community. Step 2, for our group purpose, there is but one ultimate authority, a loving God as He may express Himself in our group conscience. Our leaders are but trusted servants. They do not govern. Step 3, the only requirement for AA membership is a desire to stop drinking. Can I just report the class if that's 4, each group should be, well, I don't know what that is,
Autonomous.
except in matters affecting other groups, or AA as a whole. Each group has but one primary purpose: to carry its message to the alcoholic who is still suffering. Step 6, an AA group ought never endorse, finance, or lend the AA name to any related faculty or outside enterprise. Release, less problems of money, property, and prestige divert us from our primary purpose. 7, every AA group ought to be fully self-supporting, declining ourselves, not outside contribution. 8, Alcoholics Anonymous should remain forever non-professional, but our service-centered mate employ special works. AA as such ought never be recognized, but we may create service boards, committees directly responsible to those they serve. 10, Alcoholics Anonymous has no opinion on outside youth issues. Hence, the AA name ought never be drawn into public controversy. 11, our public relations policy is based on attraction rather than promotion. We need always maintain personal anonymity at the level of radio and film. 12, anonymity is the spiritual foundation of all our tradition, even remaining reminder of place principle before personality. Is that it?
That's it. Appreciate it, bro. And I asked somebody else to come forth and share a topic because I kind of jumped on this at the last minute, so there you have it.
Robert Hooper, 5825. Topic is going to be on 152, second paragraph. We have shown how we got out from under. You say, yes, I'm willing. But am I to be encouraged to a life where I shall be stupid, boring, and glum, like some righteous people I see? I know I must get along without liquor, but how can I? Have you a sufficient substitute? Robert Hooper, 5825, alcoholic.
You said 152?
Yes, sir. So tonight's topic is on connection. The big book and fellowship, it reminds us that we're not alone, right? So during addiction, a lot of us isolate. Like we pulled away from people. We lived inside our own head. So, in recovery, connection becomes like one of the greatest tools that we have, like connection to other alcoholics, connection to higher power, connection to service, the world around us, right? So connection is something that we already practice already, right? Like every time we pick up the phone, come to a meeting, if we ask for help, even getting up here and sharing our story, like we're choosing life over isolation. So tonight we're going to talk about what connection looks like for us and how we use it to stay sober. I'm Robert Hooper, 5825. We'll stop right here and go around. Thank y'all.
Thank you, Robert. My name's Aaron. I got clean name 050525. Connection, it really is important because, like you said, I isolated. That was something I didn't want to, I don't want to be around nobody. I didn't want to talk to nobody. I don't want to deal with nobody. None of that. Now that I've got people around that are good people, who want family, that I'm able to see that I don't need to look at that, and that's not what I need. That's not for me. And I hope y'all see it.
James, I don't really have anything to say, so.
My name is Guadalupe. I'm addicted to alcohol. Today's 30 days. I've been clean. Congratulations. Thank you. This program, yeah, it's been helping me stay a little focused here and there. It's pretty hard, but I still stay focused on it. You know, I just gotta concentrate a little bit best on my own and don't worry about another person's addiction or anything, because I hear a lot of people go through a lot of stuff, and all I can give you as advice is keep your head up and follow the rules here, stay strong, and don't give up. That's it. That's all I gotta say.
And just for my heart.
Probably got little anger issues and few things. I'm good, really. I mean, even though I'm going through a hard time, I'm good. I'm just using my savage mentality in a good way. You know what I'm saying? So I'm good. I cried all day, cried all night. You know what I'm saying? I'm just using what I know to help me through the storm. So.
Name's Albert, I'm an addict, index 10-10-25. It's rough as we want it to be, you know. I mean, as rough as I want it to be. I can isolate myself and not mess with anybody, you know. But that's just gonna be harmful for me, because, you know, it's gonna be back to my addiction, because I'm alone. I think a lot. And for me, it's not good to think a lot. That's why I try to socialize a little bit, you know, I'm getting better. So, I encourage each and every one of us, y'all, to stay focused. That's all I got.
Thanks, Joe.
Danny on that.
Hey, James.
4/23/23. And I like being around people now. I was in prison, I was staying myself, I don't talk to nobody. You want nothing to do with nobody. But it's good to be around people and interact with everybody.
My name's Jason, I'm an addict, and I got a clean date of 4/8/25. Connection is absolutely necessary. I mean, without connection, you got nothing. Connection with Father God is absolute and first and most important, but it's not just connection this way, it's connection this way with others, because we can't do it alone. So that connection is absolutely necessary to bear our burdens with others, and to, you know, sometimes we might need someone to bear our burdens, but when we get further enough in our recovery, it's also to bear others' burdens. Helping others is what keeps us sober. So connection is a big deal, and I definitely am thankful for the connection that I have with my brothers here, and absolutely grateful and thankful every day for the connection I have with my Lord and Savior. So I'm grateful for that, and that's all I got.
My name is Michael Bismuth. I'm an alcoholic. Connection for me, while I was drinking, I thought I'd try to seclude myself away from people. So that I was like, in a way, so I wouldn't make me harmful or like do anything stupid or anything like that. It ended up harming me or hindering me. Trying to keep people away from me that I love and everything like that. But a few days I've been here, this kind of community and connection, everything, it's really helped a lot. And that's all I say. Thank you.
It's Cody, I'm an addict. So I've always been a natural introvert, so I kind of seclude myself, you know, naturally. But in doing so, you know, I've kind of figured out a way to integrate myself into everything around me. You know, it's almost being as one, you know, seeing yourself and everything. I don't know, it's just a different way of living, different way of viewing things. A bit of a learning curve, right? I have a lot in my mind, but I don't have a lot to say yet. Okay.
My name is Jake. I'm an addict, several different things. As far as separation is concerned,
when I was younger, I fucked with a lot of different people and shit like that. But a really good friend of mine got up on stand and testified against me. I went to prison. They made me pull back and be secluded from everybody because I feel like I couldn't trust anybody. This is long before drugs. Probably did drugs. This is years before drugs. But it's hard for me to trust people, so I played that role while I was in the penitentiary. Then when I got out, I started selling dope. Obviously, you got to deal with a lot of different people. But it was, hey, here you go, give me my money, go on about your business. That type of shit right there. I've never really had a bunch of people that I fuck with, man, because I don't play well with others. And the less people I fuck with, the less problems I have. So I kind of kept to that. But being here, I mean, I like being around like-minded people. In the sense of trying to do right or doing right and staying sober. Any kind of lifestyle, especially prison lifestyle. Because I'm not going back there. So now I'm trying to had to make a switch from not really messing with people to now I mess with a lot of people because we're here together. Trusting's a whole different story, man. Just because I mess with you don't mean I trust you. That's just, life's lessons. And I can't speak to nobody else, man, but when you got somebody that you're really close to, they get up on stand and testify against you, you're facing a life sentence in prison. That's fucked up, especially when I had a chance to testify against him and I didn't, because I ain't dead like that. But being here, like I said, I seem to be a lot more open, man. Chris has told me about how you have to communicate with other people and open that door for other doors to be open. And I've taken his advice on that. So that's what I'm doing. That's all I got.
Thank you.
I'm Christian, I'm alcoholic. So Christian. DJ August, 28th, 2025. I'm good with you, man.
I'm Joseph.
What's yours?
Hey, I'm addicted to methamphetamine and violence. Connection, that's like, I don't mean to sound dumb or anything, but that's the part I'm hearing is like how I deal with other people and stuff. Okay. Well, I'm usually really antisocial, introvert, but being here at the Hop House has taught me that it's good to have, positive friends, people that aren't just sitting there trying to use you or just be around you for something that you have, you know what I mean? And that person has helped me out a lot. He helped me to still be here, still wanting to do good. It's from the camaraderie here, and some of y'all guys I look up to already, you know what I mean? I don't want to be like y'all, you know what I mean? Like, cause I locked up most of my life since I was 11 years old, and I really don't know how to be an adult, you know what I mean? And so I'm learning a lot from all y'all men here, you know what I mean? Like, how to, be a person instead of being a piece of shit, you know what I mean? So, and also too, just praying a lot and dealing with God, so help me to learn how to be a friend with people and not be so, like, you know what I mean? That's all I got. Thank y'all. Thank you.
My name is Josh. I trust God enough to trust certain people, have enough faith just to move on enough to do His will, and if He spirit or knowing, then trust Him to know that we're trusting not to. God is my everything, man. My kids are right after, then my family, my mother, and whoever God puts in my path, and they need help, of course, whatever I can do for them. And just the heart of God, man, and that's what I'm searching for, is just God. And that's it.
My name is Joseph. I'm 21. I just got out for assault with deadly weapon and unauthorized use of a motor vehicle. I've been locked up most of my life, but the times I've been out, I gravitated towards the fast lane, trying to do stuff the regular way. But I also stood by people that I trusted, and I gave them my loyalty, and I like to see myself as like my keeper and my brother, And so I would go to any with
to defend my people, you know. And a lot of people just changed, switched up, and I don't want to be stuck how I see them now because, you know, they went off the deep end, and I still have a chance. I still have hope that I can turn my life around and move on to greater things. And being here, I'm 21 today. This is my 21st birthday. I'm sober.
Happy birthday.
It's been the best birthday I ever had. Despite all them drinking birthdays, everything, this is my 21st birthday. It's the best birthday I ever had. I appreciate y'all.
What's up, y'all? No, I got a clean date of 6/10/25, and I'm just happy to be here.
We have your head,
My name's Hector. Glad to be here. It's helped me get my life straight. I'm trying to keep it straight. I'm help everybody else I can.
My name's Buddy, I'm alcoholic. Sober date of 9/5/25. You know, I drank for 50 years nonstop, and it's a blessing. I've been sober 98 days. And the best thing about it is my thinking process. Everything is more clear. I do care about things. Used to, maybe like the rest of everybody, it didn't matter when we were in our addiction, but now that I'm sober and blessed to be here and blessed to be alive, a survivor of liver cancer, I wouldn't have it any other way, man. I am blessed by my Lord and Savior. I'm thankful for the Hopper House. And I'm on the track.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. My name is Keelan, I'm polysubstance abuser.
Hello.
So, most people in this group, I just spent my whole, I'm 27, I just spent over 10 years in jails and institutions. And so, like, right now, my sobriety date is 12/30/25. And this the happiest I've been in my life, except for when both my kids was born. And as far as the unity and like the coming together, or I don't know what was the word that was used? But whatever it was, anyway. Like, I know I couldn't do this by myself. Like, there's a couple guys in here that I mess with real tough, and something happened yesterday that I ain't done since my second daughter was born. I shed some tears. I let some tears fall last night, and I had my brother Kobe there with me, and I finally was able to close the door on something and let something go, and it's been, I'm good, you know what I'm saying? I ain't even good, I'm great, like, and I'm just happy to be here. My name is Keelan, I'm a polysubstance abuser.
Thank you.
Got one more. Hey, I didn't know about connections, right? But can I just say this one little thing?
Yeah.
So earlier, Caleb got his kids, right? They knocked on the door and he came in, he was like, hey, look who's here, really. And she was like, Uncle Kobe, I just want to tell you I'm praying for you and your family, and don't cry, keep your head up. That's a little 9-year-old connection.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's a little 9-year-old connection. It's just, I was like, what? And she was like, I'm praying for you and your family. You know what I'm saying? That's a little connection. But that just did something for me right there. I was like, it is a little 9-year-old room for me. and I got all my brothers rooting for me, and I cannot. That's why I feel the way I'm going through something, but to keep my head down would be silly of me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'll do what they consider a fool. You know what I'm saying? And just for her to say that, I was like, oh, what you show? Like, I said, you know what? I cried all night. I cried at work. It's a wrap. Appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? So, like, connections are true, but just that little connection and that little bond I got with a 9-year-old, say, man, that's what it's all about, man. I gotta put it in there.
Hey, can I say something? Regarding that right there? Go, check this out, bro. Talking about her. Something I've learned, man, from being here, bro. Y'all know, I know who you're talking about. When we're talking about connections, man, you made me think about this. You know, being in prison or being out there on the other side of the fence, in the streets, when you're around people, man, sometimes that connection is fake because what's in it for me? You know what I mean? What am I going to get out of this? Or a person putting on a front. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
In this place right here, man, ain't nobody really trying to gain nothing. So I see a lot of positive and a lot of serious connections being made. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But when you bring a 9-year-old little girl into the picture, bro, if a 9-year-old little girl can do that and not even know what she's doing, there's no reason why a grown man can't knock that door down and make a connection. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
That's how it is. Like I was in my bedroom a minute ago, and I heard him come in. He's like, "Let's go get Uncle Jake." So my door's open. Usually it's closed, but it's open. And I was in there trying to figure out my stuff for my rent and everything I got going on and stuff like that. And here they come. And it's like I was frustrated with my nephew because I had loaned him some money and he paid me back exactly what he said. But I didn't want him to send it the way that he sent it. I really wasn't pissed off. I was just like, yeah, now I got to transfer it over here. But like I was trying to get all this done and then 2 kids ran up in there, bro. It was like all that was out the window. So like all that didn't matter no more.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so when I wrestled with Jax for a minute and then gave her a hug and then I got back, I was sitting on the phone with my nephew. It was like all that frustration that had to go was out the window.
Yeah, really.
It was like, all right, nephew. So okay, yeah. Now you're showing up in that because I didn't know about the whole Cash App to chime and Cash App if you got your cards connected. I didn't know that until today.
Yeah.
But you could do that. You know what I mean? So he's like, man, you ain't got your card connected? And I'm like, no, man. And he's trying to tell me. He's like, man, if I would have known that, I would have sent it the other way that you never connected. But anyways, so when those kids came in there, bro, it was like that little connection right there.
Yeah, you feel me?
Nothing else mattered, bro.
Yeah.
So my whole point is, there's some genuine people here, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know everybody, and I may never know everybody, but there's some genuine people here, man. So if a 9-year-old girl can make that connection, she doesn't even know what she did. There ain't no reason why a man in this place right here can't make a connection. It need to be sincere and genuine, man.
Yeah, real.
That's all I got.
I appreciate that, man.
Layton, alcoholic and addict. I've been sober for about 7 months now. So, just like everyone gets that feeling like you need a friend, you know. And, I thought I had a lot of friends, especially before I went to prison, you know, and up to that point when I turned 26, it got worse and it got worse and it got worse. And all the people that said all these things and made it sound all good and they got my back, well, there's the same people that ended up taking it from me. A little bit at a time, I noticed things taking until they really took everything from me. And ended up on the street. Never thought that I was going to end up on the street, but I did. You know, sleeping outside. And going through prison and learning what I learned and changing my thinking patterns because they were very, very flawed. They were completely like out of whack with what I'm doing now. You know, I had no understanding of like, I didn't understand life for like what it really was, you know, and before it was all a game, you know, and obviously I don't ever want to flip the script and go back, you know, because it would make zero sense to me. So I want to keep moving forward from the point that I'm at now, you know. So being out here where we're at, we're all chasing the same overall goal. You know, we might be going about it in different ways or different manners, whatever it is, but we're all chasing something good, you know, and it's a team, you know, so we got each other to come back and rely on. You know, if we got questions, we can go ask whoever, you know. There's plenty of different great minds out here, you know, to go and to reason with, you know, so it's a good place to be at. And you know, I'm gonna just keep going, you know. I don't see any reason to change up what I'm doing now, so that's where I'm at with it. But other than that, that's what I've got on that. So
Thank you.
Thank you.
My name is John. For several years growing up, I had a very alcohol family, drugs for several years. I did any kind of drugs I could get. I was always a loner. I never could open up to people. It was very hard for me. Kind of like the old saying, the rambling man. Ran around from state to state. You name it, I did it. Not proud of what I did. I got a lot of exemption for what I have done in the past. One thing I can do, just make amends to the ones I can. The one I can't, to pray, hoping one day they forgive me for what I have done. I changed a lot. I've been clean for several years. Well, what made me come clean? I'm facing in and out of prison all my life. In and out of boys' home, foster homes. You name it, I've been there. Kind of like Steve Pass said. I grew up in California. I left California, came to Texas, trying to get away from drugs and everything. Led me right back to Odessa, right back in drugs. I had a couple business mechanic shops in Odessa. I lost due to my drug addiction. People hanging around. I had to learn the hard way. But since I've been here at the Harbor House, going on 15 months, I get out and try to help people, become a leader, try to help everybody I can. Just for a new life. I gained a lot of trust here. I thank Chris and Brandy, Ryan, and everybody here. They give us support and help us lead a new life, a good life. I lost all my family members due to my drug addiction, being hard-headed and stupid. Thought I knew everything, but I didn't know shit. But I just thank everybody for being support. Getting a lot of trust out in the pre-war here. Got a lot of good friends here. I try to help everybody I can. Anybody want to talk to me, like I said, I'm a loner. I've been quiet all my life. But if you want to talk to me, I became a maintenance man, mechanic man. I do everything here. Anybody wanna help me, learn what I know, come on with it. I'm here for each and every one of us. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Rick. We got Rick. Why you gonna stand up there lying, talking about you've been sober for a few years? You've been sober for some decades.
Yeah, 40
Centuries,
years.
half centuries and stuff, man.
What I saw say what would have made me quit my alcohol and my drugs. I'm facing a lot of time in prison. I got busted in Odessa. Money laundering, drugs. Yeah, I did everything. Whooping people. If I didn't get my way, I whooped them, took what I wanted. But sitting behind bars, strung out on heroin, strung out on dope. And my older sister came down from Utah, my mom. And last time I seen my mom, I told her, I'm quitting drugs. And that was the day I made my mind up behind bars. My mom, my sister. 1985, I'm in prison, facing 50 years behind bars. My mom died. Never did get to see her again. I did leave up to good Lord. Just made my promise to my mom for what I did. Sometime. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, bro. Turn the ball up and low.
Hey guys, I ain't smoked a cigarette in 3 days. I've been vaping like a mug, but I ain't smoked a cigarette in 3 days. Nah, you know. Oh yeah.
Anybody got a burning desire and want to speak, I'll go ahead.
What does that mean?
Like you need something to get off your chest. For burning feet.
Anybody want to open up and let go, empty the cup out, whatever.
Oh, here you
Go ahead.
Hi, I'm Joseph.
What's up, Joseph?
Hey, I've only been back for like a week, but I went back to Abilene because I wanted to visit my wife's grave and do some things situated over there, which I probably should never have because I relapsed. I just want to say that I'm used to being a failure, maybe like a real big failure, and I never really made nobody proud of me except my dad, because he proud of me no matter what I do, right? And I just want to say thank y'all for all y'all's help, and just please, if you see me like falling or anything, just continue being there to help me out because I really do appreciate y'all, and that's the only way I am going to make it, and I really do want to make it. You know? So thank y'all.
Go ahead.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Jake, something else, bro, you say about, anybody ever see you fall, be there to help you up? Same thing goes, man. If you ever fallen, you need to reach out to somebody, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's all right.
All right. I've asked someone to read the promises.
The promises. If we are painstaking about this phase of our development, we will be amazed before we are halfway through. We're going to know a new freedom and a new happiness. We will not regret the past nor wish to shut the door on it. We will comprehend the word serenity and we will know peace. No matter how far down the scale we have gone, we will see how our experience can benefit others. That feeling of uselessness and self-pity will disappear. We will lose interest in selfish things and gain interest in our fellows. Self-seeking will slip away. Our whole attitude and outlook upon life will change. Fear of people or economic insecurity will leave us. We will intuitively know how to handle situations which used to baffle us.
we will suddenly realize that God is doing for us what we cannot do for ourselves. Are these extravagant promises? We think not. They are being fulfilled among us, sometimes quickly, sometimes slowly. They will always materialize and work for them. Hey, I want to say something on that real quick. That stuff that Robert came out and read, that kind of sounds like that a little bit.
Yeah.
Because if you're thinking this way, well, you're going to change once you stop your addiction.
Thank you, Dave.
Thank you.
I didn't know it was over.
Eric, can you do the chips?
In AA around the world, and here at AA at the Aquas, we pass out pass out colorful chips to cover different lengths of sobriety. And the first one is a 24-hour chip, or this is your first meeting, or you got 24 hours clean and you want to give yourself over to the program and really restart your life.
I know.
So then what you're gonna do?
What I'm gonna do?
What you gonna do with it?
I'm gonna hold on to it. I'm gonna keep it so that I know that I can do it. Just a reminder of why I'm here.
Anybody else? 1 month? You got 1 month?
Somebody here got 1 month.
So what are you Go ahead, 30 days.
Oh.
I'm good.
28.
I'm good. Thank you, bro.
You don't want chips?
You
sure?
need it.
It's good to have.
Yeah, you need it.
You gotta have.
No, thank you, bro. I'm good.
Yeah, but 2 months? 3 months?
Somebody some work.
4 months?
When do we hand out the keychains?
That's Saturday, isn't it? 3 months? 4 months? 5 months? 6 months? 7 months? Tough crowd.
Working on it.
Get out there. What? Yes. Hey, trailer right there.
What's your name? What you gonna do with it, bro?
Jose, and I'm glad that I'm sober 7 months, because most of the time, I'd get out of jail, get out of prison, and I would always go back, but, I've been clean, and I just want to thank God for it,
Man.
8 months?
Yes.
Okay. Let's go.
So now what you gonna do?
My name's Jason. I'm alcoholic, and man, I'm just gonna keep looking at this every day, man, and just remember that I'm close to a year.
Anybody else got 8 months? 9 months? 10 months? 11 months? Year more voted on the board, celebrated third Friday of every month. You're sober today, you.
Hey, can I read something real quick?
Yeah.
Hey, Joseph.
Yes.
Hey, this is you, bro, because I've been knowing you. You always identify yourself as saying something stupid or being dumb and all that, right?
That's right.
So while you were saying something about being a failure, I was Googling something, so I found something just for you. It says, failure is not disaster, but simply as a reaching one's point at a given time. If you lift weights until your muscles fail, you haven't failed. You just set the number of reps you need to be next time. Likewise, kids learning to ride a bike fall off, and yet those tumbles help hone balance and control. Failure is integral to growth, bro.
Yeah.
Don't take failure as a loss. It's a part of your growth. You know what I'm saying? As long as you don't quit and you keep going, it don't matter how time you leave the program, when you start coming to the program, you quit. But no matter how many times you need to come back, you just learn new ways to develop and come back. So you're not stupid. What you say is not done. You're not a failure. You're just trying to learn your book, bro.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. All right. This meeting has been designed to last an hour, and it's close. So we can now close out in the usual manner. So.
Good. Yeah, good.
All right. All right, y'all. Who put the whiskers on the kitty? Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thy is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen.
Let's go. So, remember, if you're struggling, please, please, please do not keep it bottled up. Phone a friend. Connections start with a simple conversation. Pick up that AA book, gain some knowledge. We will see y'all next time here at Hopper House. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.